Alrighty, everybody, it is time for part 3 of Crash Bandicoot. It's about time, so we're going to pick up where we left off, so hope everybody's having a great Tuesday so far. Depending on what part of the world you're in, it might be the afternoon, it might be the day, so let's get this going. Hit the road is the next level. I love the art and animation of this game. It's just phenomenal. It mixes the elements of the old, but it's got like this very modern design, but it's got the cartoon elements still there with the death animations, everything as I've mentioned in part 1 and 2. Yeah, overall just really impressed with the visual style. The levels are great. It has the elements of the classic levels with all the traps and the explosions and the boxes, and yeah. See what we got in store for us on this level. Side-scrolling level, love it. Alright, here we go. We got some electric traps. Fire coming at us to dodge. I think that's why I love this, because I don't see many platformers these days, so it's like when I see especially a franchise like Crash Bandicoot, it's awesome to see this this format is still alive in all the platformers, because we're seeing a big uptick in trend in, you know, MOBA, these pay-to-win games, and free-to-play, and so many different brand new models that, you know, 5-10 years ago didn't exist. So it's nice to see these old classic genres still alive and well. And I know one of my personal favorite genres, the RPG, has gone through a revival over the last several years with the Western RPGs and the Eastern RPGs kind of being in a very interesting shift. I see more Western RPGs than I do Japanese RPGs outside of the remakes and re-releases, but not as many of the brand new games. But again, that's a whole nother topic for another time. But yeah, so if you're just now joining, my name is Life Leveler. I'm here to talk about games, personal development, and just have a good time with everybody. So here we go. If you want to follow me, my PSN ID is TheKingGamer. I'm also TheKingGamer on Twitch, and if you want to connect with me, I'm also on YouTube. My link is youtube.com, and username is TheKingGamer, so you can definitely find me there. As far as streaming schedule and all that goes, I don't really have anything set in place. I'm kind of just rolling with this as I go along, and I haven't set to a schedule yet or planned to schedule yet, so I might do once a week, I might do, you know, once every 2 weeks. Right now I'm just kind of enjoying this new game, Crash Bandicoot, and I figured, hey, why not just stream it and give my impressions of the game and, you know, just show you guys some of the gameplay. But overall, I gotta say, I'm very impressed with this game by far. It has everything I would hope for in a new Crash Bandicoot game, retaining the elements of old with the new, and I know that's been a reoccurring theme that I've been talking about, but you know, that's something that is just continually being evident. Even just the bonus rooms, like keeping all those elements intact is just phenomenal. I mean, you got rail jumping, you're going on pipes, you got all the boxes. I mean, it's just fantastic overall. And as a fan of Crash Bandicoot, I couldn't be more pleased with this. It makes me want to go back and check the remake they did of the original trilogy. I know that I believe Spyro had one as well too, so, and it's kind of nice because the original developers of these games, Naughty Dog for this and Insomniac for Spyro, obviously have moved on and done other projects such as, you know, the Ratchet and Clank franchise and so forth, and now Insomniac's got the new PS5 launch title with the new Spider-Man game, I believe, is with Mike Morales, or I could be saying his name wrong, but I know there's a new entry in the franchise. I love the original one from Insomniac. I never finished it, but I did enjoy what it had. It had elements of the Batman Arkham Asylum, just really kind of taking the superhero franchise and really just giving it that facelift, because superhero games just in general just haven't had the, you know, greatest treatment over the years, but, you know, hopefully developers are starting to learn with that and do the license stuff, how to kind of get this right and stop doing the cash grab-ins. I'm not having the best luck on this bonus room, but that's okay. go. Let's try this again. Maybe there's a slide move. There we go. There's always a way around. I may not have gotten all the boxes, but that's okay. Made it to the end. Sometimes, guys, you gotta get creative when you're solving puzzles and figuring things out, just like in life. There's always a solution to every problem. If one doesn't work, try another. And if I've learned anything in this economy and how we handle ourselves, it's that in adversity, we can choose either to strive and thrive, or we can struggle and let the adversity control us. And at the end of the day, you are the chooser of your story. You choose your destiny. You write the pages of your story. So, do you want your story to be a story of success, or do you want yours to be a story of defeat? And I know for me personally, I want a story of success. I want to know that when, you know, I look back 10, 15 years from now, or, you know, any time period that you want to define for your life, make it a story that you're wanting to tell people, like, you know, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, if you end up having, you know, children or so forth. You want to be able to set the example, set the tone, set the defining moment of success, because usually it's in those darkest moments where you're closer to your dream than you realize. You're one step closer to those, you know, as I like to refer to them, God-sized dreams. I remember talking or meeting one of my big role models or guys that I follow personally. His name's Ed Milet. Really great guy. I love his max out philosophy and mentality, and how you're always looking to do better. And, you know, because time is short and you need to be able to take every advantage that you can as you're continuing to go through life, and be able to learn quick and adapt fast. And, you know, I know in my personal experience with technology, I've had to adapt very quickly because technology changes so quickly. So the same thing applies in my personal life. So the takeaway from this personal development lesson, guys, is don't settle. Always keep moving forward. If you want to live your dreams, you got to be fearless. You got to take action, because motivation is great, but without the action, nothing's going to change. You have to take action. Action is really everything, and even if it doesn't, the first method doesn't work, then you try something else. I mean, there's always, again, you have to be adaptable, and you have to be able to remember that a no doesn't mean no forever, it just means a no for now. Because I think sometimes we try to be so self-sufficient to figure everything out, but we also need to give ourselves grace, guys. I think it's very important. That's a lesson I learned as well too, that you have to give grace to others, and regardless of what your religion, faith, belief is, it's like, you know, especially in these trying times, let's just love each other. Let's just be kind to each other. Let's just remember that we all believe the same, and we got to come together and stuff, whether you're black, white, Asian, whatever race you are. Just learn to love people and stuff, and let's find common ground to unite each other, and, you know, stop the hate, stop the struggle, and, you know, just remember that we're all in this together at the end of the day. And I'm just saying this in general. It's like, regardless of a pandemic or not, or, you know, just life in general, we need to be able to support each other and love each other. So that's the kind of the lesson for this session and the takeaway about personal development and strength building. If you want more information on that, I run a blog called Love, Life, and Roses with my significant other, so we have more information on tips, wellness, and so forth. And if you want to direct message me, we can definitely chat about that as well too. I'm here to serve, I'm here to help people out, and here to have fun playing games, because I'm very passionate about gaming, but I also am passionate about growing yourself and building yourself, because I see too many people and friends in my life struggle, or they never take full advantage of their potential. So, and I just hate to see that, because I think we as human beings are capable of so much great things that I hate to see somebody just settle just because of their environment, or settle just because, like, that's what everybody else is doing. You can't follow the herd. You need to be able to be the example and set yourself apart, because at the end of the day, leadership is influence. It's about, you know, somebody needs you. This is what I'm saying. Everybody needs you. You are worthy. your potential is greater than you realize, and it's a common reminder that I even have to give myself, but it's what I'm telling you guys too, is like, be brave, be fearless, don't settle, don't compromise, continue to grow, continue to improve yourself, but also be humble, give yourself grace, learn from your mistakes, move forward. You know, even in these dark moments, these are the opportunities of growth that you may not ever have again. So use these opportunities to really build and strengthen yourself. I know I've taken a lot of this time with my international travel plans being delayed to really take advantage of this time to improve and to grow and not stay stagnant. So I highly recommend you guys do the same thing. Just keep using this time to love and embrace others and to live your dreams and maybe take on things you never tried before. Use this as an opportunity, as a breeding ground. Like, this is a goal I've had for a long time, is to start this YouTube channel for the last couple of years, but my girlfriend encouraged me to start doing this, and I said, you know what, I really should do this because I've been putting this on the back burner for too long. And I said, you know what, this is the best time, is now as good as any, because they say the best time to start a dream was yesterday, or invest, or anything important to you. And just remember, what is your why? Because that's what's going to keep you going when the times get tough, or when nobody's watching, or nobody's listening, or nobody's paying attention. You have to keep staying hungry, and you have to keep looking for that next opportunity, and just have an open mindset. Have a builder's mentality. Have a do whatever it takes mentality. And we got through the next level. Awesome. I'd be interested in what you guys have. Leave your comments below. Let me know what your goals and dreams are for the rest of 2020, or even going into 2021. I know this year's been a story for a lot of people in their personal lives, professional lives. I'm no exception to that as well too. So let's have a discussion in the comments below. If there's something, tell me about what you're looking to do for the rest of this year and going into next year. What momentum are you looking for? And remember, motivation is great. It should be the rocket fuel to your success, like a jet boost or some adrenaline, but take action to really make it work, because hearing the words is great, but you need to do something to really take it into effect. Looks like we have a boss fight on our hands. Stage dive.
Alright, all you bloodthirsty lunatics, break your little hands together for Rocket Head!
Oh, he's a rock star now. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Prepare for a beating, Bandicoot.
Okay, looks like it's boss battle time against InGen. It's only a matter of time. I remember him from the earlier Crash franchises. And I even remember him in Crash Team Racing. Maybe I'll cover that on the channel later. That was the fun Mario Kart clone ripoff, whatever you want to call it. Now, how do I get past these spikes? Well, that's definitely not going to work. Okay, we got to hit the speaker. Got it. Okay. Thanks for the little tip box, guys. Got it. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's move on to the next part. Gotta go hit that same time. There we go. Okay, dodge more traps. And not get hit, of course, guys. Alright, here we go. Spinning discs of death. This reminds me of Dragon Ball Z with the Destructo disc, or maybe Frieza's moving rings. That's the first thought that comes to my mind when I see these. Obviously, they're not chasing and following me, but that's the first thought that comes to mind. I guess I have to dodge underneath those. I'm also a big Japanese anime guy as well. There we go. So sometimes you'll see me mention anime references or other video games along the way. Okay. And that's one of the things I loved about platforming is you have to learn the patterns and you have to build your memory and hand-eye coordination. It's just fantastic. Just really test your skills. Okay. Ooh, close one. There we go. Making progress. Alright. Okay. Here we go.
The show must go on!
Show must go on, alright. You got it. Oh, now they're coming faster. That wouldn't, a boss battle wouldn't be complete without the speed being amped up. Excuse me. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. This guy's tougher than I thought. My timing's a little off on this. Alright, time to get serious. Ooh. This section's a little tougher than I thought, as my death counter shows, but that's okay. I just gotta figure out pattern, don't get greedy. Oh. Holy crap. Wow. There we go. That was close. Definitely testing my platforming mojo for sure. Boom. There we go. One more. Alright, what do we got this time? Jumping platforms. Okay. Like progress style. A little bit. With a little bit of a twist with moving platforms. Got it. Okay. Reminds me a little bit of the Atari 2600 game Freeway, but again, with moving platforms, and we have more traps to avoid, and crap trying to kill me. Okay, how are we going to get over there now? Okay. Got it. Alright, let's take our time here. There we go. Come on. There we go. And boom. We got him. Perfect. Well, his rock concert ended with a bang. Literally. So, first boss fight of the game? Not bad. That's what I expected.
Beautiful creation.
This was a fun one, though. Good challenge. And the chase continues for these masks. Always notice there's a theme with masks in these games, but I love Crash for the gameplay. I'm not playing it for the story. I mean, the story's there to, you know, provide some canon, to provide some content, but I just love it for the gameplay. Which I'm sure most people who play Crash, they play for the gameplay. They're not playing it for a mind-blowing story. Ooh, we got pirates. Nice. So, ends the Wild West looking kind of level, and where did we start? We started with the tropical islands, then we went to the Wild West, kind of. A little more of a, reminds me of not Sons of Anarchy, but like a Mad Max kind of vibe, Wild West kind of vibe, and now, oh, booty calls, nice. I like the name of that level. I'm sure there's gonna be some treasure. Let's dive right in. Love some of the names of these levels. I will be excited for the SSDs and the quick resume gameplay. I won't miss these loading times. Coming from somebody who started with the Atari 2600 and the old cartridge games being lightning fast, I will be excited as these developers have said that the SSD will provide quote-unquote cartridge level like loading time, so basically instantaneous. So, and from what I've seen from the tech demos and everything that's been shown and what I know from working in technology and infrastructure, I can see that. I can definitely see that with the NVMe technology, which is super lightning quick in terms of I/O, input, response, and just the overall efficiency of the technology running on flash instead of the traditional spinning disks. I can definitely see that. So I am excited about some of the software innovations. But I'll be talking about the next-gen consoles and my thoughts in another video. So watch out for that in the coming weeks. I will also be starting a charity stream coming up for a charity I have yet to determine yet, but keep your eyes peeled for that as well. That should be coming in the next week or two, I'd say. Probably something near and dear to me, something that's going to, you know, benefit the greater good of humanity. So I'm very picky about who I go with in terms of charities, because I don't just support anything. I kind of go through a level of transparency, the ethical aspect of it, financials. I like to kind of look at all the moving pieces. I'm kind of a, you know, overview kind of person that likes to look at the big picture kind of things and likes to look at everything from a deep level. So I don't like to just take things at a surface level and just kind of accept them as is. So, but keep your eyes peeled out for that, and if you want to support that charity, great. If you don't, no big deal. Just let's have fun, enjoy gaming, and yeah. But right now, I want to give back and be able to help people in any way that I can, because I believe that I'm blessed, and I want to be able to bless others as I have been blessed. For those that are new to the channel, probably wondering, who's this life leveler guy? Like, what's the draw, or why did he name it life leveling? Well, it's quite simple. In life, you're always leveling up, and in video games, you're always getting to a new level, right? You're always trying to level up or power up or get new gear, get new equipment, get new armor, you know, especially if you're playing like a role-playing game, or, you know, just moving to the next level, like in a game like this, like Crash Bandicoot. There, you know, you complete one level, you move to the next, you learn, you grow, you develop, you learn what works, what doesn't, in terms of like learning how the gameplay works, how to avoid traps, how to, you know, get quicker at moving through the levels, being efficient, how to defeat enemies, learn the tactics. So life is really the same way, really, at the end of the day. You learn, you grow, you adapt, you have to be agile. And with gaming, it's no exception. It's the same thing. So I figure I combine the best of my passion and love for gaming, but also my passion and love for personal development and trying to coach people, help people live their best life, and, you know, with my background as an entrepreneur and my background in leadership and being a very diverse jack of all trades kind of guy, I figured I'd try to add value to people. We have some fun gaming, so that's where the name Life Well Work comes from. So there you go. And it's the niche that I'm looking to carve out and create as my own, because everybody is doing the Twitch, everybody's doing YouTube, everybody's doing streaming, so certain things I know are completely unavoidable in terms of content creation, but I also want to have my own niche and something that signifies myself and kind of sets myself apart from the rest. Because you know, you have guys like the completionist where he focuses on completing a game every week, or you have you know, everybody that's doing the reviews or try before you buys and all that stuff, and you know, certain segments of that I'll definitely have on my channel, but it's one of those things where I want to make sure I also have unique content that's adding value and it's going to set myself apart. So that's why I'm focusing on that, and to my knowledge I don't see that being something that's being done very much in the YouTube or Twitch space. It's just mainly people playing games, doing reviews, and kind of following a very traditional method or model that's been really around even before YouTube and Twitch was a thing. Like when we, you know, go back to the days of like G4 and X-Play and cable television, and we had reviews and sheets and, you know, stuff that's been around forever. I mean, really, it's not really breaking the mold, so I want to make sure what I'm doing is value oriented, but you know, it also, you know, makes my identity unique. So with that being said, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking time out of your day to support the channel. If you're commenting or just watching, or you're just stopping by for a minute, no matter what, you're valued, you're loved. I'm glad you're here, and welcome. We got mining now. Cool. Oh, okay. Oops. Didn't see that coming. Alright, we'll make sure to get that this time. Oh, another trap. I gotta pay attention. Excuse me. That can of bang for me has just started to come into play. Definitely one of my recommendations if you guys are looking for an energy drink to give you that extra kick or for a workout. Definitely try out Bang for sure. I've been drinking them for years, and they're by far my favorite. I've tried Monster and other ones, but that's definitely my go-to one. For me, it gives me that kick in the gym and just to get everything that I have to do to get done, because, you know, I'm doing recording for this, I work my regular job in technology, and I'm also working on other business initiatives and ventures, so I always need that extra energy to, you know, really perform at that high mentality, that max out mentality, that, you know, get stuff done. Get stuff done, basically. Alright. Ouch. I guess I gotta go underneath it. Okay. I always love smashing the boxes. That was a close one. Almost messed that up again. Oh. This level is definitely giving me a run for my money. And you know, maybe I'll do like streams before work, or you know, maybe I'll start a series like that. But right now I'm just, like I said, just, you know, streaming a new game that came out that was intriguing me, and you know, kind of seeing where it goes. But that could be a good idea that I might try, streams before work. I'll play around with the wording and all that, but we'll see. I'm just experimenting and enjoying the ride. There we go. Oh! Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Sometimes it takes a couple attempts. It's funny because eventually you'll learn all the patterns and you'll figure out what to do. Like just doing that over and over, you keep, you know, getting better every time. Especially with platformers, it's all about pattern recognition. It really is. Because sometimes you can see things coming, other times you can't, or you have to try it a few times until you know, can anticipate or expect when things are gonna hit you. So, alrighty. Let's try this one more time. I'd say the third time's the charm, guys, but it's definitely not the case in this round, but almost. I'm wondering if this is the end of the level. I know I'm not going to get all the boxes, but heck, I'll be happy if I just make it to the end of this level. There we go. Huh. I wonder what happened there. That was interesting. It looks like we've got a little bit more of a level left. That took me quite a few tries, more than I anticipated, but let's, looks like it can go two different ways. I'll try this way. This one looks like the least path of resistance. And saw that coming. Undershot that one. There we go. Goodbye, Uga. And checkpoint, sweet. Definitely needed that. Levels are starting to have more platforms, more jumping. No disappearing platforms, so challenge is definitely amping up now, but I would expect that now that we're on the third world at this point, I would say. Ouch. He really wanted to make his point. He kebabbed me for sure. There we go. One thing I've always wondered is, I wonder what the Wumpa Fruit's going to be used for in this game. So, it'll be interesting. I think it might be used for skins or something, but I haven't really dove into what it's used for. You're not going to give me this time, buddy. Alright. There you go. Oh, almost. Almost. Alrighty. Oh, I missed this. I didn't even see that there. Love the bonus rooms. You can always pick up more fruit, sometimes some extra lives. Always good stuff. Oh, close. Water and river rafting. That's one thing in video games. Water levels, I mean, this isn't a water level necessarily, but it's just when I see all this water, it reminds me of water levels in games and how they very rarely get done properly. Either because the controls are just reversed or just kind of a little wacky or out of place, or, you know, just kind of disjointed compared to like your normal traversing through a game's levels or environments. I don't know what it is, just there's rarely been water levels, off topic, but that have been done right, so. Let's try this. Ah. Darn it. Thought I had him there. Guess not. Alright, come on. You can do this, Crash. Ah. Sometimes I know in my gameplay style I go a little too fast, but, you know. It's just my trigger finger at work. Especially when I get closer and closer to having a good feeling I've finished the level, so. See if we can get it this time, guys. Oh! So close. And another thing I wanted to see you guys is, what do you think of Crash so far? I mean, like, I want to see if you've been playing the new one or the remake, or you're a fan of the original. Let's have a conversation down in the comments below and, you know, see what you think. And if you have been playing the new one, tell me what your thoughts are. Do you like it? Do you love it? Indifferent. And really, I'm looking for feedback from you guys. Like, what are you guys looking for me to cover? Is there a topic you're kind of like, hey, I want to, you know, learn more about? Or, you know, it doesn't have to be just restricted to gaming content. It can be like other types of content that's related to lifestyle. So let's get that going in the comments below as well, too. I want to make sure that your time here is well spent and that you're getting more out of this than just watching me play some video games and stuff. I want to make sure that, you know, you're coming here with a problem and I can help offer a solution. Or at least, if anything, just another voice to, you know, another voice to be there for you, if anything. Might be my last level for the stream for today, so let's hopefully I can get this done in the next couple minutes if I stop dying endlessly. But I know before that, one of the games I was really enjoying, and this is one of the games that Sony put out for the PlayStation 4. I know it's getting a PS5, I believe a port or a new version, is Ghost of Tsushima. Really great game, in Feudal Samurai game from Sucker Punch, the guys who did Infamous and the guys who also did Sly Cooper. So really highly recommend that game. Sucker Punch is a top-notch developer, not just for Infamous, but I mean, I love the Sly Cooper games. Those were amazing platformers, and you know, definitely in the realm of those mascot platformers that was like, not just like a quick cash grab in, but was actually a really well thought out, methodical game. Like, I loved the story. It had great platforming, great elements of a great platformer such as Crash Bandicoot, but had a nice story behind it. And, you know, not to say that this game doesn't have a good story, but it's a little more zany. It's kind of just more there, but, you know. But I know Sly Cooper was one of my favorite platformers during the PlayStation 2 era, along with Ratchet and Clank, as well as Jak and Daxter. So from Naughty Dog and Insomniac, two other great developers. Naughty Dog, Insomniac, and Sucker Punch really make up that, for me at least, the Sony top three, or three of the top Sony developers. And obviously there's other great ones like the Santa Monica Studios and so forth, but those three companies just, they put out top quality games. I mean, it reminds me of like Disney and Pixar, just they kind of have that same vibe with their games where they can reach a wide audience, but also just have the great mechanics of a great game at the same time too. So here we go, and we got to a checkpoint. Great, finally we made it through that. But yeah, going back to Ghost of Tsushima, I definitely recommend that one as well if you're looking for another great PlayStation 4 game, especially as we enter the end of the life cycle for the PlayStation 4. And although Sony has been known to keep their systems going for at least another couple years after a new system is entered into the market, and which is always the case, even the PlayStation 2 to this date, I mean, that's the highest selling console in the world, and it wasn't until only a few years ago they stopped shipping and manufacturing them in some other countries, I believe, such as India, I think it was, or it might have been Brazil. It was another country outside of the Asia, Euro, and American markets. But the point is, Sony systems have long legs. They have high quality games. They're well supported beyond the shelf life of the system, but I expect probably another year or two for the PlayStation 4 to be supported with games, even after the PS5 launches this holiday. So there's definitely great games. So even if you're not ready to make the next gen plunge, because it is pricey and most of the features are more software optimizations beyond the hardware in terms of like what it's going to do, there's going to be some hardware improvements, sure, but they're making a big emphasis on software in this new ecosystem, whether you're an Xbox fan or a Sony fan. So that's definitely the trend for that moving forward. So should be interesting nonetheless to see that. And we made it through there. Nice. That level definitely had its challenges for sure. Booty calls. So the next level is going to be hook, line, and sinker. So with that, guys, being said, this is going to be the end of the stream for part 3. I will be uploading part 4 probably later this week, if not later today, depending on how timing and everything works. But with that being said, have a great day, take care, and God bless, and just keep on pushing. Keep on doing what you're doing. Alright, take care, guys.